We grow up believing that if something is wrong, someone will speak up, and when they do, the system will protect them. Movies, textbooks, and news stories tell us whistleblowers are heroes, brave insiders who expose corruption and are shielded by the law. But that story leaves out a critical detail. In real life, whistleblowers are rarely protected. They are isolated, punished, discredited, and often destroyed. Today, we're going to talk about the lie we were sold, the idea that whistleblowers are truly protected. The phrase whistleblower protection sounds comforting. It suggests safety, fairness, and justice. But what most people don't realize is that these protections are often symbolic, conditional, and weak. They look good on paper, but collapse under pressure. When whistleblowers expose information that threatens powerful interests, protection suddenly disappears. What remains is retaliation, legal, financial, psychological, and social. A whistleblower is not someone seeking attention. It's usually an employee, contractor, or insider who sees wrongdoing and believes the public deserves to know. Fraud, abuse, environmental harm, human rights violations, surveillance, cover-ups. These people often try internal channels first. They follow the rules, and that's where the problems begin. Most whistleblower laws encourage internal reporting before going public. That sounds reasonable until you realize internal reporting alerts the very people responsible for the wrongdoing. Once you report internally, your name is flagged, your behavior is monitored, your loyalty is questioned, and from that moment on, retaliation quietly begins. Retaliation rarely looks dramatic at first. It starts quietly. Performance reviews suddenly worsen, projects disappear, promotions stall, meetings stop including you, coworkers avoid you, management labels you difficult, emotional, or not a team player. By the time you realize what's happening, the damage is already done. Whistleblower protection laws come with strict conditions. You must report the right information to the right agency, in the right way, at the right time, about the right type of wrongdoing. One mistake, one misstep, and protection vanishes. The burden isn't on the system to protect you. It's on you to prove you deserve protection. Most people assume the law automatically steps in. It doesn't. Laws don't enforce themselves. Agencies are understaffed, underfunded, and often politically influenced. Investigations take years. Meanwhile, the whistleblower loses income, health insurance, reputation, and stability. Justice delayed becomes justice denied. Very few whistleblowers walk away financially secure. Legal fees pile up fast. Many are forced to drain savings, sell property, or rely on family just to survive. Even when laws allow compensation, the process is long and uncertain. Some whistleblowers win cases years later, long after their lives have already been shattered. One of the most devastating consequences is professional blacklisting. Industries are small, word travels fast. Employers don't want risk. They don't want someone who might speak up again. Resumes go unanswered, interviews disappear, careers quietly end, without any official punishment ever being documented. When whistleblowers go public, the stakes multiply. Governments may label them threats. Corporations frame them as disgruntled employees. Media narratives shift from the information exposed to the person exposing it. Character assassination replaces accountability. Suddenly, the whistleblower's past is scrutinized. Old emails, old mistakes, personal relationships. Anything that can be used to undermine credibility will be used. The message becomes clear: speak up, and your entire life will be put on trial. Powerful institutions don't need to win in court. They only need to exhaust you. Endless motions, delays, appeals, non-disclosure threats. The legal system becomes a weapon, not for justice, but for attrition. In government cases, national security is often invoked. Once that label appears, transparency disappears. Evidence becomes classified. Trials become limited. Public debate shuts down. The whistleblower is framed as dangerous, not the wrongdoing they exposed. Whistleblowing doesn't just destroy careers. It destroys mental health, anxiety, depression, isolation, paranoia. Many whistleblowers report losing friends, family support, and community standing. They didn't just expose wrongdoing. They stepped outside the system, and the system punished them for it. This is why most people don't speak up, not because they don't care, but because they see what happens to those who do. Silence becomes survival. The system depends on that silence. On paper, whistleblowers are protected. In reality, protection is selective. It works best when the information exposed is small, manageable, or politically convenient. When the truth threatens power, protection evaporates. The system doesn't oppose transparency entirely. It opposes uncontrolled transparency. Whistleblowers are tolerated when they expose low-level issues, or when they reveal systemic corruption, surveillance, or abuse. They cross an invisible line. Media coverage often starts strong, then fades. News cycles move on. Public outrage cools. But the whistleblower's consequences don't fade. They live with the aftermath long after the cameras leave. In many ways, whistleblowers serve as warnings. Not warnings about corruption, but warnings about what happens if you challenge power. Their punishment sends a message louder than any law ever could. We love stories with clean endings. The truth is messier. Most whistleblowers don't get redemption arcs. They don't get medals. They don't get vindicated. They get erased. This isn't just about whistleblowers. It's about the public. When people are afraid to speak up, corruption thrives, abuse spreads, harm goes unchecked. The cost of silence is paid by society. Whistleblowers have exposed poisoned water, unsafe products, financial fraud, medical cover-ups, and human rights violations. Without them, many of these harms would remain hidden. Their protection isn't charity, it's a public necessity. Real protection would mean automatic anonymity, strong anti-retaliation enforcement, swift investigations, financial security during legal battles, independent oversight free from political pressure. Anything less is theater. True whistleblower protection threatens power structures. It disrupts profit. It challenges secrecy. That's why reforms move slowly, or not at all. The public is told whistleblowers are safe, so we feel comfortable trusting institutions. The lie preserves legitimacy. Admitting the truth would expose how fragile accountability really is. Ask yourself this: if you witness serious wrongdoing today, would you risk everything to expose it? Most people wouldn't. Not because they're immoral, but because they're rational. The problem isn't lack of courage, it's lack of protection. Courage without protection becomes sacrifice, and society shouldn't require people to destroy their lives to tell the truth. The lie persists because it benefits everyone except the whistleblower. Institutions avoid accountability, governments avoid scrutiny, the public avoids discomfort. Only the truth teller pays the price. Whistleblowers aren't protected. They are managed, discouraged, punished, and sometimes exiled legally, professionally, or socially. Protection exists just enough to claim moral high ground, not enough to guarantee safety. So the next time you hear that whistleblowers are protected, remember this: the law may recognize them, but power rarely forgives them, and until telling the truth is safer than hiding it, the system will continue to lie, not just to whistleblowers, but to all of us.